Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I have an interesting, old, rare book I'd like to sell.
Okay.
This is the Treaty of Amity, Commerce, and Navigation, otherwise known as Jay's Treaty. But what's special about this is Thomas Jefferson's personal copy.
Whoa. This is absolutely amazing. Anything out of Jefferson's library is really rare because his original library, he sold to the Library of Congress, and then he went home one day and says, damn, I got no books. Where in the heck did you get this?
My great-great-grandfather worked in the Senate, and he bid at the estate auction of Jefferson's retirement library. And he bought that along with a number of other books.
Is this all the books he bought, or?
These are all the books he bought. This is the only one that's still left in the family. And you can see that he paid 15 cents for it.
Really?
I'm going to ask a little bit more than that.
Okay, that is pretty damn amazing. I mean, you got the receipt. You can't really get better proof than this right here. Jay's Treaty was a very unpopular piece of legislation, but it was really significant because it was our first major treaty with another country. So if this book actually belonged to Thomas Jefferson, we're talking a lot of money.
And there's actually something else very interesting about this book. I believe that this, written in here by John Beckley, is in Thomas Jefferson's handwriting.
This is super exciting. I'm assuming you want to sell it. Is that why you're here?
Yes.
Okay. And how much are you looking to get out?
I'm looking for $75,000 for this.
Okay. I'm going to call a friend of mine. I think he'll actually pee himself over this thing. Hang out a few minutes. I'm going to go give him a call, if that's all right.
That's fine.
And hopefully we can make a deal.
Good.
Okay?
Thank you. I'm maybe a little concerned that the expert might not know exactly what this book is. And if he expresses an opinion with which I disagree, I won't hesitate to set him straight.
If this is what you said it is, I'm going to be a very excited person.
Well, no, this is the great thing. He's got the receipt.
That's pretty amazing. After the British burned Washington during the War of 1812, all the books went up in smoke, so Jefferson sold his private library to the Library of Congress. If this is truly from Jefferson's library, it really could be an American treasure.
So let me get it straight. So after he sold all of his books to the Library of Congress, he started buying up new books to fill his library again.
Yes. He really hated the idea of Monticello being empty. And that was called the Retirement Library, which was sold in 1829 after he died and was in debt. If I can just flip through the book a little bit more, Jefferson had a secret way of marking his books. He would go and he'd find the I page, and he'd put a T, his first initial T, in front of the I page. So that is what they should look like there. Thomas Jefferson was one of the most important founding fathers. There are very few of his authentically owned books out there, so when one comes up, it really is a special time.
There's also a name written right here. We don't know if it's in Jefferson's hand or not.
John Beckley was actually important in Jefferson's life. He was one of his early campaign managers and a friend of Jefferson and an early ally. I've sold a lot of Jefferson materials and seen a lot, and that looks like Jefferson's delicate handwriting.
Okay,
So
good to know.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. That is an awesome piece of American history.
Okay.
So.
Now, the big question is, what do you think this would go for?
Jefferson, to this day, remains very popular among autograph collectors, book collectors.
Right.
If I were offering this to one of my good clients, I'd probably put a price to $75,000 on it.
Okay. What's your best price?
Well, $75,000 is my asking price.
Okay. I'm a buyer at $40,000. I know that seems a big stretch from 75, but I have to make some money off it. I don't know if I'm going to sit on it for a week. I don't know if I'm going to sit on it for 5 years.
Okay. I could take it down to $60,000.
I couldn't do that. I will go 47, and I am skittish at that because there's so few people in this world that have that kind of money to spend on a book.
And there's so few books in the world like this.
Yes.
50,000, that's it. 50,000.
Oh, God.
You can have it for 50,000. I'll walk out of here.
Let me have it for 48.
It's got to be 50. It's got to be 50.
Oh, my God.
I cannot go below 50.
Deal.
Sold.
Okay. All right. I own a really expensive book.
You do. Congratulations.
All right, let's go do some paperwork.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Cool.
It's hard to see how my great-great-grandfather could be anything but pleased. I'm very pleased to have gotten $50,000 for it. I would have sold it for less than 50 grand.